Yo, so this is the recap of last week, which was week 4 of the $5,000 to $1 million challenge. Last week we ended up about negative $1,200. Most of that was lost on Friday. Man, I had to write bias on Friday, but out of nowhere, man, that thing just wicked out of nowhere and took me out. On top of that, I wasn't at home. I was trading from my phone. Me and the wife were actually out in Kemah for the whole day because we had to take my daughter out there for some dancing. So I probably shouldn't have just been trading on my phone anyway, but I did because I really wasn't fully focused. And normally I just trade from my computer. But last week was just one of those weeks, like, to be honest, I had a lot of good trades, a lot of good entries, but they were come at a time that I normally don't trade. So last week I noticed I was missing a lot of Asia and London moves, and I told you guys I don't really trade those sessions, but I knew what I was looking for this week on Go, and they pretty much was playing out to a T. However, the timing of it was off. Like, they would move during this Asia, they would move during like late Asia, early London. So I was trying to adjust to that. But for me, it's a little hard because I already have my routine for Asia and I'm sleeping during London. So 2 days specifically, I tried to stay up, and I actually caught the move. I don't remember what days it was, but I actually caught the move on 2 of those days. I want to say it was like Tuesday, Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken, or Wednesday, Thursday. And like right before I got tired and wanted to go to bed, like around 12:31 or something like that, I either put a real tight stop loss or I closed the freaking trade. And then I come back in the morning and the trade just boomed my way, like all the way. I know one of them was a sell and then one of them was a buy. I specifically remember where I would have already hit the goal for the week on either one of those setups. So that's me, my fault, my little issues or whatever. But the other problem I was having is when I was floating between like 92, 9,300 and 9,900, mentally I wanted to hit that 10K number. And the 10K number doesn't really mean anything, but it would have been 100% gain on the account. We would have cracked into the 5 figures. So I just wanted to close within that 10K and bring that back to you guys, but it really didn't mean anything. Like, I should have just continued to focus on the trades and the setups and where I'm going with the account, and you'll easily pass the number. So kind of reminded me of trading prop firms where you get fixated on a number to pass or a number to get a payout, and then you start going backwards because you're so focused on that. And then it's like I didn't want to lose a certain amount of money. So whenever you come into the market not wanting to lose, it's already the wrong mindset, right? Like, I don't want to lose under this balance. Well, you're probably going to lose under that balance because you're focused on it. You need to be focused on the right thing. So last week was my fault. However, that's why we're doing this series anyway, to show that there's mental things that happen in trading and it's not the end of the world. We lost $1,000 on week 2 and made it back, and then continue to go up to damn near 10K. It's just 1 week, right? It was only 1,000. It's not like we blew the account or anything like that. But this week we have to come out and just be a lot smarter. I'm gonna be a lot looser though, because I was a little tight on this. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm going to use profit to make profit. We're still up over 3 grand on the account for one. So that's the positive side of it. So as we move forward, it's like, yo, when you see the setups and everything is there, you got to be willing to risk. You got to be willing to take the loss on a true trade if that happens. But let your winners run. Like, you know how it is. Like, set the stuff and let it run. One of the other things I was doing, and I guess one of my issues right now I'm having, is that I traded prop firms for so long too. Some of my prop firm tendencies are rolling over into my live. So I just have to remember that. Like, even just trading 1 minute scalps and stuff, I don't really do that. Like, I do that on NAS or indices, but on gold, I don't really need to do the 1 minute. For me personally, it's just how I see the market. I'm looking at it more so on a 1 hour, and then I go down 15 minutes, 5 minutes. So somewhere in there is where I normally can enter. But because I understand how to trade on a 1 minute, sometimes it's like I want to go back to looking for 1 minute, but you don't really need it, especially with gold. You just need a good trade that you can hit and go up and just stack that profit throughout the week. Use some of that profit to make more. So that's pretty much my plan for going into this retry week number 4. Since we're down 1,000, now I'm 3 grand from where I need to be for passing week 4. But I'm not even focused on that. Like, my thing is I'm looking to come out, find some really good setups, smash those things, and just take it to where it goes. And then I'll readjust my compound journal to fit that. But other than that, man, there was a lot of wicks, a lot of stuff happened. Like, I went on Instagram and was seeing other people and what was happening to people too, and I was just cracking up like, damn, man, it's not just you, but you probably could have avoided it. Even Friday, like I said, I was already back to 9,300 at one point because I actually had made some profit first, and I probably could have just called it a week, but I didn't, so that's what ended up costing me. So those are the type of things you got to be able to get over with, especially coming back on the next week. So even though it looked like a bloodbath here on this week, because I lost Wednesday, Thursday, Friday pretty much, it's like it don't really matter. Just bounce back. Don't try to make money back. Just find good trades and hit those. So that being said, that's my update for week 4. And then I'll come back to you guys throughout the week with the daily updates. And then we'll have our next Sunday call to let you know how the retry week went. So see you guys on the next one.